What's up guys, Fudge here, coming back at you with another video. Going through my, I guess this is semifinals game in the CTHBL against PapaJBO. He just sent me an invite, so I'm going to go ahead and accept it. Just to run you guys through the game plan this week, I've got Scarfed Archeops, which I think is going to be my dedicated lead regardless of what happens here. He brings a lot of the stuff that I expected. He does have a pretty scary team. Especially the fact that he has just a ton of priority and speed on his team between like Grassy Glide, Rillaboom, E-Speed, Bullet Punch, Vacuum Wave, what have you, Lucario, E-Speed Dragonite, Unburden, Hawlucha, even Drapion could be fast. So I ended up going with a pretty defensive team this time, looking to really chip him down slowly with hazards and things like Rocky Helmet. So we'll see if that works out. I think my play regardless is leading with Archeops. This thing is Scarfed. And depending on what we see out of him in the lead, our play will differ. Most things I'll probably U-turn out. Depends on what he brings, but let's see what he does here. One thing I did notice about his team, and also probably with what he's brought here, is he's got a lot of physical mons. The only really special threats on this particular squad here are the Volcanion and potentially Lucario if he opts to go the special variant. So I brought pretty significant amounts of Fizz Def this week and a Rocky Helmet on the Hydropple, as well as Intimidate QWILFISH to kind of just deal with those physical attackers a little bit more. Now with the Intimidate, he does have Inner Focus on Lucario, like probably 99% of the time. Inner Focus Dragonite's a potential too. He could be multi-scale though. We do see the Volcanion lead. Now I would be tempted normally to fire off an Earthquake here, but I believe this is a Terra Captain. I want to say it was Terra Ground. It's been a little while since I last looked at this guy's team. Pretty sure it's Terra Ground. Yeah, it's Terra Ground. So just in case we see that here, I think I'm going to opt for the U-turn. And my Blastoise is the dedicated check to this thing. So I'm just going to go straight out into that. If he decides to hard swap, just fearing a super effective moves. Fearing a super effective move, then we'll get initiative on whatever comes in here. So I like my positioning here. There's no way in hell this Volcanion could be faster than me, and it doesn't get priority, so very free U-turn click here. Should do a good amount of chip if he terrors especially, because he's not going to resist it anymore if he goes ground. Let's see what he opts to do. And he says he wasn't prepared for the Archeops, which is great. Truthfully, I haven't really been bringing it much either. I think I've only brought it twice, and one time it never came out, and the other time it just died, or maybe it didn't come out either. I don't even think this thing's gotten a kill this season, so hopefully it's going to perform this week. See how it goes. BioNerd's asking what hello means. It's kind of an inside joke between my friends and I, because I have a friend that constantly has, Discord audio issues and keeps saying, like, hello to check if we can hear him or not. So he does go for the Terra Ground here. I'm pretty sure the Blastoise swap is, like, free here every time, like, regardless of what he is. He doesn't have any way he can hit me super effectively unless it's like Wild Charge, which would be kind of weird, because if he is, then it's like 6 physical mons. So yeah, I'm gonna go Blastoise, see what he does. He goes for the Steam Eruption. Okay, no burn either, so that's great. We see that does about 20% to the non-Mega Blastoise, so that's probably just boots, heavy-duty boots or something. So he is Terra'd. He does have Water Absorb, so I gotta keep that in mind. I think I just fire off a pretty free Ice Beam here. I don't know what his swap's going to be. Probably Rillaboom. Ice Beam seems good, regardless. Getting that Terra out of him early is good too, because then like the ice moves are even more free. I've got Ice Beam on this, Ice Punch on Jirachi. This also frees up like my grass moves a little bit, I guess. And we don't have to play that guessing game anymore, which is fantastic. So we get the Mega off here. He is just going to take damage and Earth Power. I win out on this exchange, so I'm good, honestly, trading my Blastoise's HP for this Volcanion. If he wants to swap, then great. Yes, I am bulky on max HP, max Spadef, just for this. He does outspeed me too, which indicates that he does have speed investment. I am 0 speed, but he has a lower base speed than I do. So if he was also 0 speed or just a little bit of speed, he could potentially still be slow. Ice Beam's pretty good here. We could also fish for the 10% chance to freeze if he swaps, right? Or I could just trade this Blastoise out. So I'm good with either situation. He could take this opportunity to go into a pretty free Lucario, I guess. We'll see. I do have to keep in mind, like, the opportunity. Okay, never mind, he's going to sack this off. We're going to pick up the kill. Blastoise kills Volcanion. Beautiful. The one thing I have to note is that this is my Rapid Spinner, but we see his 2 Stealth Rockers on his team are not here. I think he had Marshtomp and I don't remember what the other mon was, but it wasn't particularly threatening to me. Unironically, the Marshtomp into me looked kind of insane with the team I was bringing. We do see Rillaboom here. This Blastoise was essentially just here for the Volcanion, and it did its job. I don't think this is worth preserving, and I don't really want to take much damage on anything else, so I think I'm just going to sack here. Because he probably U-turns, right? Like, does U-turn kill me from here? If he's Choice Band, it definitely does, and if he's not, it definitely does as well, so I don't think this is worth swapping at all. He just Grassy Glides. Okay, perfect. Alright. So I sort of want to what do I want to go into here is the question. Didn't get any information there, I don't think. Oh, actually, we got Life Orb information. Okay, that's good. So he can switch up his moves, but he is Life Orbed. So yeah, I would go into the Archeops, but I think Grassy Glide does like 50% to me, and I don't want to take that. I feel like Hydrapple could be good, but doesn't really threaten it offensively too much. Alternatively, I can start to get hazards up. What does the Jirachi look like? It takes so much from U-turn, or knockoff. Okay. I think I'm gonna go into this and go Dragon Tail, make him uncomfortable. My assumption is that he's gonna U-turn here into something that he thinks is favorable. I know I don't have hazards up, yeah, but I have Rocky Helmet here. He's taking Life Orb Chip. He's going to swap into something that he wants to be into, and then I'm going to Dragon Tail him out into something he doesn't want to be into. And what's nice is I don't have Regenerator this week. I have the Sticky Hole just to hold on to this Rocky Helmet because it's so much value. So I don't have Regenerator. I'm missing out on that healing, but at least I get this Grassy Terrain that's going to keep me up a little bit. So taking a little bit of damage on this thing isn't too bad. And, you know, it wasn't really enough damage to warrant terastallizing, I think. I want to kind of keep that a surprise. Dragonite comes in. We're going to break the multi-scale here and phase him out. Let me actually calc that damage, see if it's multi-scale or not. That did 13%, so probably multi-scale, yeah. This Lucario is very scary. This Lucario is extremely scary. I think I go Rachi. I want to find out more information about this. He's special. Okay, beautiful. I'm glad I didn't Terra there and stay in. That was a thought that crossed my mind. I'm going to fire off a Thunder Wave here. Hopefully I hit it. But nothing on his team wants to take it unless for some reason he's Limber Lucha, which would be interesting to say the least. He swaps into Drapion. And I do hit, so that's great. I could potentially try and Paraflinch this for a little bit. Alternatively, it's going into Hydrapple and potentially taking a lot of damage. I think I want to figure out more about this first. Calculate worst case scenario here for damage. Can't spell Poison Jab. How much would he do with, like, knockoff to this Jirachi? It could kill. I also don't really want to lose my Eviolite on QWILFISH, but I may have to here. Yeah, I think I might just go Quill. I do lose the Eviolite, which sucks. We get a layer of spikes up, start getting chip on these mons. Stays in an Earthquakes. Okay. I'm somewhat tempted to make an aggressive play here. Somewhat tempted, I'm not gonna lie. What's that damage, by the way? He's -1. Has Earthquake. That's Earth Power. I want Earthquake. Man, I really cannot type right now. Earthquake, I lost my Eviolite. -1 attack. So he really doesn't have a lot of investment from the looks of things. That did about 25%. So he's like 0 attack. Unless I'm calcing something wrong. That did like nothing. I think I'm gonna make the call and go Landorus. I'm gonna go Archeops. Goes Dragonite. Okay. Great. Now his multi-scale's down. His multi-scale is down, which means that this does kill. Let's go for it. He does swap into Lucario, takes spikes, takes the Stone Edge. Good. Okay. How much did that flash cannon from this do earlier to the Jirachi? About 18%. Let's see if it's like specs. It's most likely not. If he were Shadow Ball, that would hurt. It would. I won't lie. But I'm likely faster with this variant. Problem is like when do I do then, you know? Yeah, this would hurt, man. I can probably hope that he's not Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse. I think might be my best bet. And then try and get more chip on this. Just go for it. He is Shadow Ball. Does less than half though, that's kind of huge. I mean, my temptation's to Thunder Wave here, but I feel like he goes Drapion, so if I Iron Head, that does about 20-25% on this, and covers the Drapion switch in the sense that I'll, you know, get something out of the turn. I could also potentially double. I think I'm just going to stay in, yeah. Could have doubled in the Qwilfish, but I'm going to do some good damage to this. We'll see if he wants to predict the Qwilfish. I think my play is pretty obvious, though. I don't want to get much more damage on this Jirachi. Gets full parried. I'm going to get my second layer of spikes up. He stays in. I'm just going to take the Earthquake damage on it. It's fair enough. I'm going to get my third layer up. I don't mind this at all. I can Wish Pass later in the game. Goes D-Knight. I've got Ice Beam. So if he wants to get greedy and set up here, I have Ice Beam. So I'm just going to click it. He defogs with this. Okay, so he's a little bit of a bulkier variant. I got a crit there. Oh my god. I'm sorry, dude. I feel bad about that. I'm just going to take my kill here, I think. Crit and freeze on the same turn. Shit, that feels bad. I don't like winning my games to hacks, but I guess that's the game we play, right? Drapion comes back out. I think I'm gonna get another layer up. I assume this dragon has boots. And I probably go Hydropple afterwards. Like, I know I'm weak to poison moves, but this thing really doesn't seem offensive at all, and I can't have my item knocked off. So. He does go for the knockoff. I'm gonna go Hydrapple now. It's full Parad. If you were like Ice Fang. I don't know if I want to Terra Fairy yet, but if he's Ice Fang, I'm gonna double back into QWILFISH, see what he wants to do. He's just gonna Poison Jab. Okay, so I have to assume he doesn't have Ice Fang. I'm just gonna keep switching around a little bit. So if he's Poison Jab, I don't think I take too much from it. It seemed like it was literally 0 attack when he hit my QWILFISH with Earthquake there. And he's -1. That's not going to be doing anything. And Dragon Tail again. This is what happened earlier, right? U turns out, takes Rocky Helmet, takes Life Orb. He's going to take Spike's Chip on something potentially, and I'm just going to Dragon Tail them out. Yeah, Drapion comes back in, takes Spikes, takes the Dragon Tail damage. Something else gets brought out, takes Spikes. So this is really good. I think at this point my QWILFISH is kind of fodder. I want to see what this thing has against my Hydrapple. Have I seen Lucario against Hydrapple yet? This game. I don't know that I... Yeah, I had brought him out on Dragon Tail the first time, right? So if he's... I don't think he was Specs, right? Based on that damage. He's kind of playing it like it's Specs, but he... Yeah, it's sort of just damage I don't want to take, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm just being honest, don't really want to take it. But if I do, I just kill it. This thing's a big problem for me. I think I gotta keep Hydrapple healthy though, that was part of the game plan. And if he goes Shadow Ball again, then that's great. And he just takes a kill. Okay. How much does Earthquake from Archeops do in grassy terrain? It's a roll. Terraflying Aerial Ace would kill. I think it's probably a Landorus angle here, right? Most likely. And I think I just hit what's in front of me, man. I'm faster than this. Unless he's Scarfed, but if he's Scarfed, then whatever. That's a possibility, I guess, right? Could he be Scarfed? I think he could. Well, Lucha could definitely come in. Do I go for the Terraflying? I don't know if I do, because then I'm kind of out of options against this Hawlucha. I think I just go Lando. Goes Dragonite. Okay, fine. This Dragonite can have Ice Spinner, so I don't think I want to fuck around with it too much. I'm just going to kill it. I would like to get my rocks up, but I don't want him to, like, thaw out and then kill me with an Ice Spinner. That would be terrible, so... Just going to take my kill. Reveal that I'm not choiced, I guess. Grassy Terrain goes down here, which is kind of nice, because that doesn't just let Hawlucha in for free. He has to at least bring in Rillaboom first. Pretty close game, 4-4. Lost a couple of my pieces, but they did what they had to do. This thing is Life Orb. How much does a Life Orb Grassy Glide do? And am I willing to take the damage and trade for it? It doesn't kill me, and I'm faster than it. And my knockoff kills. I think I take the trade. I don't think my HP on this thing's particularly important. I think my HP on Hydrapple is far more valuable, so I'm just gonna stay in, click knockoff. Doesn't go for Grassy Glide, just dies. Beautiful. Probably tries to get Hawlucha going. If I were to guess. Which, if that's the case, goes Lucario. This thing's just dead to a stomping tantrum. He's scarfed. Okay. Fine. What's this Hawlucha? I'm kind of confused as to why he's not bringing it in here. Okay. He is the Grassy Seed Unburden. Do I swap? I don't think I screw around with swapping, right? Because I'm not Terra'd yet, which sucks. I'll take my damage, I think. Swords Dance could be scary. Could be very scary. Well, let me look. Jirachi. I think I stay on every time. Yeah, he Swords Danced. Was a variant of this where I was Psychic for a while. Kind of wish I still was. Okay, if he Swords Danced again there, I think he had a really good chance at winning, but I think I'm okay now that he didn't. Because if he's +2, I'm Terra Fairy on the Hydrapple. I do live. So, go for it. And I kill him back with Blast. Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. Yep, beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and now it's just Drapion. Which I think I just click Earth Power and win. Oh, well, he kills himself with Rocky Helmet. Alright, beautiful. GG to PapaJBO. That was a lot of fun, brother. I'm glad I finally got to play you, because I don't think I played you either, which has been nice about playoffs. I haven't played against any of these people yet. Yeah, I thought it was a fun game. Pretty damn close. Definitely wasn't expecting Scarfed Lucario. That kind of threw me off guard, but I think I did have the tools to deal with it, so that was great. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you next week for the finals, I guess. So yeah, see you then. Bye.